Welcome to another episode of Muscle and Fitness Raw with Dr. Jim Stoppani. One of the most effective exercises for building massive cannonball-sized delts is the behind the neck shoulder press. Unfortunately, it's also one of the most misunderstood exercises as well. How many times have you heard this from a trainer or other fitness expert? Never do behind the neck exercises such as the behind the neck shoulder press. Never is not a word in my vocabulary. However, the advice to not do behind the neck shoulder presses is not completely misguided. Due to the external rotation involved to do behind the neck shoulder presses, and external rotation is this movement here to get the bar behind the neck, the shoulder can be compromised. That is, if you do the exercise incorrectly or if you already have a compromised shoulder joint. If that's the case, then I agree. You should avoid doing behind the neck shoulder presses. For you, I suggest you stick with dumbbell shoulder presses and barbell shoulder presses to the front. However, if you do not have a compromised shoulder joint, the behind the neck shoulder press is one of, if not the, best exercises you can do to build massive shoulders. Let's take a look at why. The deltoid is composed of three heads: the front deltoid head, the middle deltoid head, and the rear deltoid head. When you do barbell presses to the front, it forces your elbows to move in front of your body. This places the most emphasis on the front deltoid head. When you do behind the neck shoulder presses, it allows your elbows to flare out to the sides. This places the most emphasis on the middle deltoid head. This head gives your shoulders the most mass, width, and roundness, which is why you want to be sure to include this exercise in your deltoid training. A great way to do behind the neck shoulder presses is in a power rack like this. If you train alone, this prevents you from having to unrack and re-rack the barbell, which can be very difficult and dangerous to do when the bar is behind your neck. Even if you train with a partner, I still recommend you try doing behind the neck shoulder presses in a power rack. Let me show you why. To do behind the neck shoulder presses in a power rack, set the barbell on the safety pins of the power rack that are set at a height that is somewhere between the bottom and the top of your ears. Start the exercise from this position with no need to unrack the bar, and simply press the bar overhead. Slowly lower the bar until it just touches the pins, and reverse the motion to press the bar back up. The safety pins prevent you from lowering the bar too low, which can lead to a shoulder injury when the arms are in this position. When you're done, simply rest the bar on the safety pins with no worries about re-racking the bar. It doesn't get any easier or safer than that. So be sure to do behind the neck shoulder presses in a power rack the next time you train shoulders. It's not only the safest way to perform this exercise, but it's also the most effective. And be sure to look for more great tips like this on other episodes of Muscle and Fitness Raw, right here on muscleandfitness.com.